Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you a video talking about and giving my thoughts on the first season of the Netflix original series, Orange is the New Black. I have the first season on DVD here. Just finished watching season 1, just watched the season 1 finale, and wanted to give my thoughts on it, as I do whenever I catch up on any show as I go through each season. I do general reviews, so this is the first one for this. And overall, I really do enjoy this show. I thought it was a pretty good first season, and I'm definitely interested in watching more. So I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Kidding. But yeah, it's from the creator of Weeds, and I know I'm behind again with almost, everything I ever get to like. I'm always behind on it at first. But it's from the creator of Weeds, and it started airing on Netflix a few years ago. Let me just see, back in 2013 it started, and now it's, I think it just finished its 4th season, which was released in 2016. Not sure if there's going to be a 5th season, I hope so. It was renewed through its 7th season, which is really cool. So, never watched Weeds, but, let me explain to you the story first, or better yet, read off the back so I don't butcher it. From the creator of Weeds comes a heartbreaking and hilarious new series set in a women's prison. Based on Piper Kerman's acclaimed memoir, Orange is the New Black, follows engaged Brooklynite Piper Chapman, whose wild past comes back to haunt her and results in her arrest and detention in a federal penitentiary. To pay her debt to society, Piper trades her comfortable New York life for an orange prison jumpsuit and finds unexpected conflict and camaraderie amidst an eccentric group of inmates. So, that's the premise for you. And I think it really works. I really enjoy the show. I think, along with Daredevil, it's the best I've seen from Netflix. Of course, two very different shows. I found this to be pretty entertaining throughout, and it only got better and better. And like I said, I've never watched Weeds. I heard some good things about it, but as far as comparing it to things I've seen, it reminds me probably the most of something like Shameless on Showtime, because Orange is the New Black is definitely a dark or black comedy. And at times can be more like a dramedy, because it does have a little more serious emotional moments here and there mixed into it, which are also very well acted. There's a lot of good actresses on here, as well as a couple of good actors, although it's mostly a female cast. So, and I really like the lead actress, Taylor Schilling. She does a very good job throughout. I also like the actress playing Alex Vause, who is a former girlfriend of Piper's. She is played by Prepon. At first I did like the show initially, but at first a lot of the characters came off to me sort of like caricatures. There's a lot, there are, stereotypes in the show, of course, but I think the show knows that, and although that kind of came off like a hindrance to me at first, I was like, okay, there's just a bunch of stereotypes. They did a good job fleshing a majority of the characters out and making them feel more and more like real people as it went along, while there's still sort of out there antics that go on. So I felt like it found a better mix as the season went along. And if you sort of know how they go about it going into it, you'll probably look at it better earlier on too. And as I read the main story, Piper had been involved in something in her past that she sort of turns herself in for, I think it's about 10 years later or so. And like I said, she's formerly involved with Alex Vause, who is pictured right there. And Alex, she turns out to be held at the same prison as well, so this brings up a lot of their history. And that's really sort of the main focus of the show as far as the main story goes in season 1. Of course, Piper's still trying to maintain a relationship with her fiance Larry, who's a writer. But of course, when she's locked in there with Alex, brings up stuff between them, and eventually they have to find a way to sort of coexist with each other. And I found their stories together, their flashbacks, and how they develop things while they're staying together to be probably the most seriously gripping part of the season. and it made me pretty happy as it went along. So I really liked the focus on that. And, I might talk about that more in a couple minutes. But as far as my favorite characters on the show, there's a lot of different personalities, a lot of big personalities on the show. Of course, my favorite character is, Piper. Then I'd probably go with Alex. Then after that, I also like Nicky quite a bit. Let me just see the actress she is played by. Let me see if I could just bring this up real quick. If you guys could give me patience for like a minute or two. Even though I should already know. Okay, yeah. Natasha Lyonne. She does a good job as well. First Piper, then Alex, then I'd go Nicky, then after that it gets a little more muddled, but I also like, I do like Red, and of course you have Porn Stash, the guard, who's a very, let's just say, like, either outgoing or, he's a fucking jackass. But, he's a tall man with emotions and sort of insecurities as well, as we find out a little bit later. And he's trying to get involved with and interfere with Red's, getting things into the prison and such. Red, of course, runs the kitchen. Red, of course, being pictured there, as well as Nicky there. Then you also have Morello right there, and Porn Stash, obviously. To me, it's kind of hard to, name, specific episodes that I thought were the best. But like I said, I just got better as more and more things were put out there. You also have Crazy Eyes, who develops a sort of infatuation with Piper as it goes along. Maybe I should actually be looking at this. So you got Crazy Eyes right next to Piper on the upper left there. I thought some of the best episodes as far as serious stuff goes is probably the episode where Piper is locked in the hole, sort of on her own, and then she had the lady talking to her, but we don't know if that was in Piper's head or if there's someone else actually there. I was sort of left ambiguous, and I sort of like that either way. It's pretty interesting, I think. And like I said, my favorite part was how Piper and Alex developed, and I'm rooting for him, all the way. Larry, he seems like a nice enough guy, but his likability, I think, goes down the tubes quite a bit when he uses Piper's story to sort of gain a little bit more attention, for his work in the paper and such. Piper and him seem to find more of a middle ground at the end of the season, where they put in a submission for marriage. I'm still hoping Alex and Piper end up working things out somehow. They're really on edge with each other now. With Piper actually ended up choosing Larry, and Alex doesn't want her to come to her anymore, not for emotional needs or anything else. She doesn't really want to be there for her anymore. But Alex, you could tell she still cared a little bit. There's a flicker about, I kind of feel bad for saying that. So we'll see where it goes in the other seasons. There's plenty of details I could talk about. There's also the relationship going on with Bennett and Diaz. Of course, Bennett being one of the other guards, and then of course Diaz. Diaz tries to make this whole elaborate plot when she gets pregnant to protect herself, so she has an affair with Porn Stash to try and pin it on him. That part was okay, I guess, but I definitely liked when it went back to Piper and all that. Then you have Pennsatucky, who's sort of an antagonist for the season. Pictured right there between Porn Stash and Tasty. Tasty is pretty fun too. I hear Pennsatucky develops pretty well as the seasons goes along, but in this one she's sort of a religious nut. She's just completely off her rails. She actually tries to kill Piper a couple times in the season, and I loved how season 1 ended with Piper just beating the complete shit out of her, just smashing. Almost feels like she was smashing her face in. So I liked how that was done. And there's just plenty of little things I could bring up that I liked about the show. But overall, I just found it to be a very entertaining show, and I'm definitely intrigued to watch more, and I will probably be doing videos as I go along with it. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about season 1, how I feel about the show now. No spoilers. But yeah, so happy I finally watched it, glad I bought it, and I probably will be starting season 2 shortly. So if you guys enjoyed this quick video, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe. And if there's anything I left out in season 1 that you want to hear my thoughts on or talk about, feel free to leave a comment below. Catch you guys later tonight for my review of the Black Sails premiere, and peace.